We might see a rematch between Alibi and Orange, actually, thinking about it.
Oh, yeah.
But that's not the set we're at right now. Right now, we got winners finals here, and it is going to be the Mii Brawler out here from Xyro. No Ditto today.
Different rematch, just from a much longer time ago.
So Saleem's Squirtle combos have been really on point today.
They
it seems.
have, for sure.
He's getting his regrabs and then the up B finishers and everything, making sure he gets all the percent that he needs. And he's just sticking on the Squirtle after too.
Yeah. And I feel like after he does his combos, he's able to like consistently find those hits again, because I feel like before there was a lot of he would get a combo, get you to 60, and then just like keep losing neutral. But he's doing a lot better not doing that.
See right there, he's like throwing out a bunch of quick hits that are hard to punish,
Yeah.
and then just doing like walk back, dash back, because you want to try to punish something eventually, but you can't.
Oh, and that's a stop.
And a double jab lock there, resetting into it. First stock going over to Saleem Shady on the solo Squirtle so far.
Yeah. That double jab block tends to work out a lot more than it should, because people are expecting like a punish after you get locked instead of another
people,
tech
like,
chase.
Not actually put down their controller, but like in their mind, they're just like, all right, just wait for the hit. And then it's like, oh, it comes out. But we're on the Ivysaur now. Xyro not able to find a hit, regardless of the Pokemon, it seems. Saleem's racking up this damage with these up airs.
Being above Ivysaur is never nice.
Finally finding the grab. That's going to be out of the up B percent.
Just to get a deep shot put catch on any dodge.
Grab. Trying to catch the jump, but down B plus jump makes Xyro go a bit too high for it to catch, but catching that one right after. 3 stocks to 1 right now for Saleem Shady.
Oh, the double spot.
So much lag on
feels
that.
like Saleem has a really good read on Xyro, but it's game 1.
Yeah, you never know how it can go against Xyro. Xyro definitely has a habit of, he could just lose and then 3-stock you the next game. That was like a legend.
Absolutely.
Getting the big greedy there. Finally going to get the kill, but might be a little too late here for Xyro.
For sure.
Back on this Squirtle.
Definitely not impossible, especially on a character like Mii Brawler, if you can close out some of those early kills.
Oh, down air.
That's one.
Yep, there's the one. Xyro. Still very much in it. He's trying to get a lot of stuff started with the Nair down tilts. He was just kind of like trying to loop them there on that first stock. Because if you see his like Twitter and stuff, he's been practicing the 0 to deaths and all that with them. It's the biggest part of it.
That might be it.
He's still alive, just barely though. 144% to his name. He's hoping it's not going to go any higher.
Yeah. And PT and last hits is devastating. So many of them just have so many raw kill moves and kill throws.
It's like being above them is terrifying. Because like you're generally not going to be Squirtle in those situations, and then Ivysaur has up air, Charizard has up B and an up air, or up smash.
And I think all of them have like 2 kill throws. Squirtle has 1, and then Ivy and Charizard have.
Does Ivy have one?
Ivy has like back throw, and then down throw also kills at like 160 onwards. And then Charizard has back throw, F throw, and up throw.
I see.
Fun times getting grabbed by.
It's almost like this character's top tier or something. Crazy. And it's going to be game 1 over to Saleem Shady. Xyro found a bit of momentum there at the end. He was honestly, it seemed like he was pressing just more buttons.
Yeah.
Just trying to get up in his face pressing buttons, because that's kind of what Saleem was doing, kind of like throwing out a bunch of his safe buttons, and Xyro was having trouble finding his like explicit way in.
For sure.
So it seemed he was like, all right, I don't need to be explicit with how I'm going in, I'll just do it.
But right now he's taking a quick 60 for
exactly what I was saying. It's just well-practiced Squirtle combo is going to hit those every time.
Oh yeah.
And so far, Xyro just now getting his first hit. But we might see a solo Squirtle kill once again.
Yeah, Slime's just pushing his damage on him. He keeps finding his way back in neutral, but
finally switching over to the other. The thing about staying on Squirtle for that long is like, you don't have the stupid mid% kill power, but you have the significantly best neutral out of any of your Pokemon.
For sure. That might be it, yeah.
Oh my god.
Razor Leaf up there is very good DI mix-up.
Oh, getting reverse head. That looked like some Smash 4 stuff right there. Going for the down air is not going to get a hit, but Nair's going to find its hit. One with that shot put there, yep, catching the Pokemon switch. 2 stocks apiece, even percent, despite the great start for Saleem Shady.
Saleem's definitely a little known for making some poor Pokemon switch choices and disadvantage. But
it's like in that position, you don't think anything's threatening you, but shot put just right to the face. Once again, the Squirtle seems to be the star player right now for Saleem. Feels like Xyro's getting all of his damage on your other Pokemon. Your Squirtle is like not really losing neutral that often.
Absolutely. It's just a bit scary against Mii Brawler in this kind of range, especially because the recovery is not the greatest. And
and another grab. Oh my god.
Where'd
Xyro.
Not sure.
Stealing the lead there though. Excuse me. I feel like Xyro's covering neutral get up a lot. Neutral get up and jump. I feel like Saleem could very easily just roll around him a lot of the time and he's not doing
Definitely.
it. Or like get up attack timed. Oh,
and that's it.
It was going well for you, and then suddenly Xyro just switch flicked on in his brain, Mii Brawler. It's gonna be devastating.
Yeah. That's the Squirtle. That's one big reason you don't want to be playing Squirtle all the time.
Exactly. I was like, you got the good neutral, but yeah, you are very light.
Absolutely.
And a game like Ultimate definitely can punish his light characters very easily.
Oh yeah. No, that was definitely also a bit of like being stubby, because that forward air probably, like if it was an Ivy Fair or something instead, it probably would have caught him trying to F-smash instead of dying for it.
Saleem has to keep his composure after a last stock like that.
Oh yeah.
But sometimes Xyro just turns up and it's like, this guy's the best player in the world. This guy's top 5 in Ontario.
Oh yeah.
And he just does that sometimes.
I feel like there's always a few players that are like, oh, if you practice the game consistently, you would be PGR.
He does practice consistently too. It's just sometimes it's inconsistent. Sometimes the inconsistency never leaves you. Starting out here once again, Squirtle Mii Brawler usually goes in the favor of Saleem at the start of these games. We'll see if Xyro can change anything up. So far, Saleem has not found his opening. That should be it. Getting the regrab into the up B.
One thing I really like about Saleem is that when at a later percent, he always just takes the down throw up B. I feel like a lot of Squirtles will try to like maybe push for some extra damage and end up just missing it, but Saleem's just always for that consistent finishing down throw waterfall.
He's like, I know my true combos, and I'm gonna execute them. This is what I practiced. Why does he keep doing that reverse up B? It's kind of weird.
Looked like a misinput.
Maybe. He did it last game too. Getting a good Pokemon switch there, recovering to ledge.
That might be a really good punish.
Yep. They're off stage. Edgeguard is not going to come through here.
Saleem's been letting a lot of those flip kicks get away. I wonder if trying to like cover them specifically might help.
Rocking with the Charizard for now. Xyro jumping around a lot. And like we said, you have to be very careful against it, especially against Charizards. Charizards, a lot of time, people that play Charizard, that's just a jump call out button. Yeah. If you're above them, I press the kill move.
Saleem's been doing a good job of like recognizing that Xyro's been finding a lot of grab openings though, and he's definitely been spot dodging a bit more.
I think game 1 we didn't see nearly as many of those grabs from Xyro.
Oh yeah.
And here we're finding so many of them now. But not finding a kill off of them yet. Finally getting one, no grab needed, just the down B, kick to the face, evening up the stocks for Xyro.
It's a really creative use of that down B, just as like a burst option.
Yeah, you don't see it coming, you never expect that. We're gonna get an F tilt, not gonna get the follow up on it though. Could have been a jab block, but I'm not crying too much over it. This Sharkin right now, he's not going up to try to punish Saleem at all until he goes for like the Hail Mary up Bs, but just running around on the ground.
There, just claws up the missed tech.
Yeah, that was some good charge on that forward smash too. He was like, I know you're missing this tech. You are not ready.
It feels like Saleem's been able to keep up pretty well on neutral. It's just that the moment he enters this disadvantage, he's really struggling to get back.
Because I think one of the big things, like I said, is that ledge play, he's doing neutral get up like every time. And he's just not working out for him.
I feel like Ultimate's also a game where it's really easy to get conditioned into just jumping in neutral getting up.
Yeah.
But
he does the roll get up and he gets past, but risky up B right after it. At least to that kill for Xyro. Excuse me. Ugh.
The end just seemed like he was a bit desperate for that kill and things like that.
He was having a train run on him and he's like, I need this kill. Xyro didn't give it to him. So I think the big part of the advantage state right now is that Xyro's just sharking really well. He's not going for anything risky until he Hail Marys up B, and if you're not at the kill percent for that, he's not going to be going for them. So you just really have to find a way to land. which if you can't, generally you're going to go to ledge. And if you're going to ledge, you got to mix up your ledge options so he's not covering neutral get up every time.
A switch? Oh.
Switch stage. I don't think he has other characters. I have not seen this guy play another character.
I feel like I heard him mention that he's been working on a secondary at some point, but I don't know. I might be thinking of someone else.
Lumio City. Xyro. Alright. Game number 4, Xyro. Up 2-1, poised to be in winner's side of Grand Finals, a position he is quite familiar with.
Yeah. Not as much recently, but
yeah. It's still not an odd sight to see.
For sure.
We're just trading a bunch of small hits. Just F-tilts jabs.
So finds that opening though, it's going to be a quick 60.
Yeah, same combo every time. Going to be executed accordingly.
Oh.
Shot put stays up for so long.
Combos into the flip kick.
Right now it feels like Saleem is also playing a lot less patient than he is. Like I see Saleem like kind of trying to approach Xyro here when, especially in that game 1, Saleem was playing at like the mid-range where he's not approaching. He's just throwing out safe moves, trying to get Xyro to come in on him. But
just a lot of those buttons with Squirtle and Xyro is just like, okay, I can just stay back because you do not have the greatest burst options.
The same game plan just isn't here anymore from Saleem. It feels like. Gonna be retreating to ledge. What's the option? Yep, gets the roll on. There it is, and you're back to stage.
He does catch that down B finally.
He's trying to do a bunch of dash backs, but Xyro's just running far forward and hitting it with a dash attack. You got to be like dash back jump or dash back even further or something because these flat out dash backs keep getting caught.
Like shield is a option I don't see enough from people in this game. Yeah, Xyro's doing a really good job at overshooting to catch Saleem's dash attack.
Just wants this kill now. Xyro once again sharking, staying on the ground.
Oh, and this might be
the combo. This combo and a ghost at the end. And he was like, no, I wanted a kill, so he killed himself. Down throw. Not gonna get the kill.
Oh,
get over there, let me back to stage.
Yeah. Oh,
and here it is.
Yeah, and he's gonna get another.
Oh, sending something there. And I mean, it worked out. That's no jump.
That's game.
That's dead. Saleem Shady. The creative extension there.
I don't know if that was an intentional extension, but
it definitely could have been a misinput, but it worked out nonetheless, and that shot put's working out for Xyro here to even up the stocks.
Potentially the last stock of Saleem's. There's this winner's round.
Oh, okay. That's a scary situation. You're right at ledge. You're fine. Yeah. I had multiple of those today. It's like, man, you just land on stage. Like.
Saleem's just like not winning that much neutral with Squirtle, and he's getting bullied for being in disadvantages like all 3 of them right now.
Yeah, and like that's what you need with Squirtle. Squirtle's biggest draw is that he has the best neutral of the 3.
Yeah.
So you're just having the worst time you can if you're losing neutral with Squirtle.
With like that 1 neutral win stock, but other than that, he's been falling pretty far behind.
Yeah, covering the neutral get up once again. He does it every time so perfectly. But I guess you don't want to have your roll red, but still works out.
Gets away with it, but the option after.
Back air, barely whiffing.
I don't think that kills.
Okay.
Not on Charizard, but
trying to catch the roll, but it doesn't get it. Now this Charizard would be dangerous if it was still alive, but Xyro is going to take that one 3-1 with the Mii Brawler. Game 1 looked a little rough, but brought it back and just never let go.